finally back home, and as you can see, it's package day again. I had 3 packages waiting for me at the door when I got home. I knew one was coming. I didn't know this one was going to be here today. I figured maybe tomorrow at the best. And I had no clue at all when this one was going to get here. And I'm really glad it did. It's the first package of locks I've ever gotten from Potti. So let's start off with Bobby Keyz. Bobby Keyz told me he was sending me a package, and it was going to contain a challenge lock because, as you guys know, he just started making challenge locks, and he told me he wanted me to try one out. So I'm more than happy to. Probably won't get to it tonight, and it is mummied, and it is a Baldwin. So Baldwin makes good locks. I'm going to see if there's any play in it. There's a fair bit of play, so you can definitely tell there's some love going on in there. And the tolerances in these Baldwin locks aren't half bad in my opinion. It is a Schlage, based off the length of the key, I'm guessing 5-pin, and also based off the length of the lock itself. But Bobby pinned this one up on the 24th. And I'll be getting into it here before long, but probably not tonight, because I've got quite a bit to go through right now. Still trying to get organized. I had to bring all of my gear back and get it all set back up. I made this little elevation thing to raise up my picks so I can get to them easier. So let's go ahead and look at this box from Potti. As you guys might know, he had that giveaway of that Lentz challenge lock, and I won that. So the stipulations is that I have to pick it oriented like a normal Euro lock. And holy cow, this thing is packaged all to craziness. That's actually a fairly sharp knife, and it was having trouble. But I asked Potti if he was willing to do a trade in the process, and he said he was a little bit busy right now, couldn't really get to doing a trade, but he would send me a couple extra little goodies. And I highly appreciate that, Potti. I appreciate it a lot. And this is well packed, coming all the way from Deutschland. And there we go. Finally freed the packing from the box. All right. I'm glad somebody else packs things up as good as I do. This is definitely some highly engineered German packaging here. And that looks like everything out of that one. Some of the stuff put in the trash can here. Okay. Okay, this is the Lentz, and I have to pick it right side up, so upside down for Americans. And I also got to tell us a personal lock picking story while I'm picking it, and I've got to pick it in both directions. And there's also an option after I pick it, I can introduce my own modified driver, and I most likely will. He did send some extra pins, and we've got the key and the lock. He says the lock is originally from Talon, and Talon's a great guy. I've recently been talking to him a lot through email. He's willing to help me give me some tips on dimple picking. So that's awesome. I'll get to that challenge probably not in this video because I've still got another whole box to go through. But let's take a look at some of the stuff that Potti sent here. This is a No name Euro cylinder. And it is the, GG challenge, so maybe it is a GG. It does have Potti's sign right there. We got a pi symbol on the side. And he pinned this one up in October. No key. We don't need key. That's fine. So I'll set that one there. Actually, let me put it back in the bag. That way I don't lose it. And let's see here. What else do we have? Let me lower this camera down just a little bit. There we go. Is that a gain burrow? There's the key. It does work smoothly. It's a kick and a kick holder. Okay, let's see here. March 26. Not 100% sure what that word says. I can't tell. But Guardian and Will, Australia. Okay. Awesome. Another challenge lock, and one not made by Potti. Maybe from Will in Australia, would be my guess. Or Austria, or I don't know. I'm terrible at reading other people's handwriting, just as bad as I am reading my own. An AGB dimple. And I'm still learning dimples. And this might, I don't know, might be a good one to learn on. Made in Italy. Works real smooth. That's an awesome lock. It might get a lot of practice out of it. And Potti sent me two padlocks. Abyss padlocks to decode. He says this one is more difficult than this one. And if I get real frustrated, I bet the combination is inside that, but let's hope it never comes to that. So, and that's everything that Potti sent me, guys. That's awesome. Potti, I'll get to this as soon as I can. I don't think I'll be able to get to it right away, but maybe within a couple days, hopefully. And then we'll get this one uploaded. And thanks for all these other locks as well. I really appreciate it, man. It's great to get stuff all the way from Germany. I don't know, just the stuff from overseas is just completely different, and I love seeing it. So thanks a lot, man. Okay, let me move this stuff over now. And let's look at this other box. This other box, I know what's in it. It is the an auction from eBay that I got for $11. And there's a whole bunch of padlocks in it. Well, not a whole bunch. I think maybe 8 padlocks. So I guess that's still a decent number. And if I remember correctly, they all had keys. Now, 6 of them are LAI padlocks. And some of y'all know that LAIs aren't the most difficult padlocks to get into. But 2 of them, if I can get all this out of here. There we go. But 2 of them are WB padlocks. And ever since I had those 2 WBs or those 3 WBs that I couldn't stand because they were so easy to pick, I've been looking for and going after some of the vintage WBs. Because everybody says they're generally better. And from what I found, they are. And they always look better too. So there's a bonus there. All right, and both these work, and they both have keys. That's great. I believe this one might go into my collection because it has the WB on the front versus the top. I just like it better on the front. And then these padlocks right here are all LAI padlocks. I had one of these, and I think I got it from Texas Jim a long time ago. He was my first lock trade, and he sent me one of these, and I just basically tore that lock a new one. I zipped it open in a couple seconds and threw it in the drawer. Not that really good of tolerances. But I got some of these, and I figured they'd be good to trade out to people for, you know, little, if they really want something easy to pick out of the package, they'll get an LAI. Kind of fun stuff to go around. And plus, everybody likes padlocks. And I love the warning on the back of these padlocks. Let me find one that's in really good condition. Okay. The warning on the back of these padlock. Unauthorized removal of this lock constitutes breaking and entering. I just love it that it says that right on the back of the padlock. But they all work smooth. Not the best bitting, and that key's a little bit bent, but it'll probably be all right. And I don't know if they're all keyed the same. Well, I could definitely tell by that they're not. And this one didn't even want to, there we go, didn't want to go back in. But say for $11, I couldn't pass up these 6 giveaways and these 2 keepers here, so I was pretty stoked to get it. And I got another purchase coming. I stumbled across a pair of Slaymaker vintage padlocks, still new in the packaging. And those should be arriving in a day or two, hopefully. And, you know, I probably won't do a whole standalone video of them, but I'll probably throw them out in the front of a video or something, because they're pretty neat. They're vintage, old, still new in a box. Anyway, guys, that's my packages for today. I'm not going to open anything right now because we're already at 12 minutes, so kind of a long video. So I got this lock from Bobby Keyz. I really appreciate that. Thanks for sending me a challenge lock to let me tell you what I think of it, and have my way with it and do whatever. I mean, well, have my way with it loosely, because that kind of has a bad connotation there almost. And these locks from Potti, I'll get you to your Lens challenge as soon as I can. And then these from eBay. So everyone, please stay safe. Don't do anything illegal. And please like and subscribe.